Hi, I'm Miro. I'm a TNT champion.
This is Rachel Ellering, the queen of Strong Smile.
I'm Eric Bischoff.
Live events, all right? When the WWE comes on the holiday tour, when they come to Ireland.
Or Davey Boy without hair braids.
As a fan with braids, as a start without braids.
And you
are watching
WrestleSlam.
And you're watching WrestleSlam.
Okay, guys, welcome to a brand new episode of WrestleSlam. I'm joined by Liz, Ger, Phil, and Matt. You can also WhatsApp us, yes, if you're in Ireland, which is Ireland, 086 105 6297. If you're outside of Ireland, plus 353 86 105 6297. If you want a shout out on the show, then do give us a message or an email. You can email wrestleslam@outlook.com. and we'll happily give you a shout out. Now, we spoke during the week about having guests. So, like, we sometimes get an email or a message saying, you know, can we feature on the show? And we are open to the idea of having fans as guests on WrestleSlam. So, if you want to debate with Joe and Elizabeth, Matt, and Phil, please get on to us via Twitter, Facebook. Yes, Elizabeth's Game Fest. And as I said, we'd be happy to feature guests. There has been a lot of people reach out from all parts of the world. So, if you want to feature on WrestleSlam, you're more than welcome to come on and join the team. Just send us an email or a WhatsApp or get on to Twitter. Joe runs the Twitter page. Just drop us a message and we'll happily try and organise something for you to come on. We normally record the shows on a Saturday or Sunday. It just depends on the day we're having. So do reach out and we'll happily feature you on WrestleSlam. As I said, it'll be great to have fan guests on with us. First of all, it's Bret Hart's 64th birthday. So happy birthday to Bret, the Hitman Hart. I know we all adore Bret. He's an awesome guy. We also lost an iconic wrestler from, I suppose, the Attitude Era. A guy that really never reached his potential, I think, in WWF. But the Patriot has passed away. So rest in peace, Patriot. Thank you for the memories. Obviously, it was sad news that we lost, I suppose, another iconic wrestler. Fast and Furious 9 is out as well. Jordan Elizabeth, I think, yeah. It's 9 films, but I think there's actually 10 or 11 because it was spin-offs. There's talks. The next film is going to feature Paul Walker, some graphic work, and they're going to do something to put him in the film. But
my favorite scene has to be the scene with the car.
No spoiler.
Was John Cena good in the film, Ger? I'll just ask that question. Did he actually do all right?
For what he had to do, he was all right, but
yeah.
There was too much. Most of the Fast and Furious films are over the top and far-fetched, but this was
by far the worst one.
It was just a bad film.
Yeah, they're always going to make money, aren't they? Like, there's no such thing as because because it's a franchise and kids will go and see. People just go see it even if it's not a 10 out of 10, but it's always going to make money. Did Cena impress, Phil? Were you happy?
He was the exact same as he is in every other. There's no thing. He's like one-dimensional.
Yeah.
He was all right in blockers, but as an action star, he's going to have to work a lot harder to be where The Rock is. He's never going to be in The Rock's level.
Yeah.
Not for Norway, anyway.
I went to see a film with John Cena. He was like, he was working at a fire station. Do you know what film I'm on about?
Oh, yeah. I know the one you're on about, yeah.
Your man from Keelan Pell was in it, wasn't he?
Yeah. It was pretty good. I enjoyed that one.
Personally, I'm actually really buzzing to go see The Suicide Squad. I know that John Cena's in it, but I was like, I think he'll make a decent job as the Patriot. I just wanted to see it as a comic book fan. But I haven't seen the new Fast and Furious yet, but I might get called out by Fast and Furious fans. To be honest, at times when I'm watching a new Fast and Furious movie, I just turn off my brain and just have a good time, to be honest with you. Even story-wise.
But you can't even do it in this one.
Yeah.
So bad, you're just distracted by how bad it actually is. The first 10 minutes, you're just like, can we leave?
we had to bring it up anyway, either way. Lads, obviously, look, there's been a lot of big matches. I'm going to go straight to All Elite Wrestling. MGF, obviously, Sammy, Omega had a big match as well. First of all, Phil, what's your take on All Elite? Look, they're still making headlines. Obviously, look, we know a lot of people. We know Omega, first of all, is he's champion in so many industries now at this stage. I know it's a hot topic, right? I know it's a very hot topic. But what's your take? Look, we know Jungle Boy put up a good match and all that stuff, but what's your take on All Elite at the moment? Do you think it's
he's slowly better.
Yeah.
But they still need to end a few things on it because they're still going with the Jericho MJF again. I think they're fighting in 2 weeks.
Yeah.
And it's something about career. I heard him say something about career, but I don't know if it was official.
Yeah, I think Jericho, he brought out a book, and when he brought out that new book, I kind of said to myself, right, maybe it is time. He's kind of into the commentary. No, he did commentary. It might be the end. I don't know. No one really knows. Like, you know what I mean? He's done it all. Like, so he was the first ever All Elite, champion, I suppose. It might be the end. Who knows? He's had a great career. Like, he's going to go down as one of the greats of all time.
They just need to end all this thing with the faction stuff. It's just too much.
Yeah.
Fed, I have buckets of notes on it. I was like, and I enjoyed it. I enjoyed AEW this week, but like literally, that's what's in my notes. I think three out of all the matches on it were all interference.
Yeah.
And it was a shame because it pissed all over the matches. The matches were really, really good. I expected in the main event with Sammy and MJF. You'd expect that because, we all know MJF is a dirty player and a pure wuss. We know that's what we'd expected from him, but it started so strong with the tag team match. Now, we know that, like, Eddie Kingston and Penta aren't going to take the tag titles off the Bucks. We know, it's like placeholder until Moxley's back. But it was kind of like, again, with the interference at the end of it, and then again, when in Jungle Boy's match, when the fucking Hardy family office came out, and it was just like, can we just have a fucking strong match and just nobody has to come out, just a fucking decent strong match? And I said it during the main event. I said, "Jerry's like, Jesus Christ, this match is really, really good." The words had left my fucking mouth, right? And out comes Sean Spears with a shirt. I was like, for fuck's sake! I was like, why? I jinxed it. I fucking jinxed it. Devastated, but I enjoyed it.
Yeah, no, just as you said, like, there's a lot happening. Obviously, we know Jericho, Jericho obviously done commentary. Like MGF and Sammy, perhaps they're the future. Like, when you look at these two guys, they're definitely, they've got a big part to play in All Elite Wrestling moving forward. Omega's just doing his thing, like, you know what I mean? He's appearing more camos than anything, like, you know what I mean? But like, how can you see the company go, Phil and Matt, from here? Like, obviously, look, this time 2 months, what are we going to see? Are we going to see Omega drop belts? Are we going to see the Young Bucks, Obviously, look, they're always going to heel and babyface. Like, to me, at this moment, you know what I mean? I think they're not getting the pop they normally get. Like, do you think they've dropped the ball a small bit with the Young Bucks as well?
Yeah, a little bit. Well, a little bit, but not. I don't know. They just seem awkward to me or something. I don't know what it is. They just seem off.
And what you make of the moustache? Like, obviously, look, we know they try things.
They're trying to be an 80s tag team. I don't know why.
Yeah, well, they have to look. You know what I mean?
They're trolling.
Oh, they're showing with that proper Magnum haircut, like.
They're trolling. They're just trolling everybody.
Yeah.
They're doing it for the fucking hell of it. Do you ever just look at their Twitter feed every couple of hours? They're changing their bio. Like, they're just trolling, and they're trolling on TV every week. Like, next week they'll probably come back with something else on their face. Like,
Sure. Honest question: How much do you rate the Young Bucks? Did you rate them before All Elite?
Yeah, I rated them higher before All Elite for a long time, but now they're starting to grow me again. Like, there was a time there they were face, they were heel, then they were back to face. When they were fighting with the FTR, like, you're like, what are they? Like, they're just, over the top tag team. But this kind of heel tag team, like, if they're going to play dirty, like, and just be pricks, like, they could just be a tag team the way Seth Rollins was a prick when he was Money in the Bank winner, like, that kind of heel, like, that's where they need to be, like, if they're going to go anywhere, because, if they go back to face, they're just going to go back in the obscurity again, like, and they're not going to be champions. Heels have to be champions. Like, the chase is better.
Agree. Phil, can you ever see them split up? Look, that was a debate that we had once upon a time in OTT Wrestling. Like, where do they go if they're not a tag team? Can one be a champion and one be a TNT champion, or is it just they're best suited as a tag team? And, we've seen the Dudley Boys, we've seen the Hardy Boys. It worked for the Hardy Boys. The Dudley Boys, I don't know, did it work? But, like, is it something, if they did split them up, that they might work down the road?
It could definitely work. It's just, the issue is, if they do it, they have to change them up. Like, they can't wear the same old shit clothes and the same music.
Yeah.
They have to do something drastic to fix them.
They have to shave their hair off.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
It would have to be something like the Rockers. It would have to be an absolute complete change from the matching outfits, the flipping over the ropes and the super kick party. It would have to be a complete 180 for it to work anyway. And unfortunately, that means there could be one possible Marty Jannetty.
Yeah, and I think they don't take the chance. Matt, question for you. Look, is Hangman Page and Kenny Omega best for business when it comes to matches? We know, look, they're Hangman Page is a dark horse. I like him. I think, look, he's going to be massive, like an absolute worldly. Omega is obviously making a lot of noise at the moment. Do you reckon this is a good match? Do you reckon, you know what I mean, it's good for business when it comes to Wall Elite? Is it the best match they can make?
I mean, to me, Adam Hangman Page is pretty much All Elite. I mean, he was there from the very beginning. So if I see him now, like over in Impact, it'll just be a bit weird. I just like think, no, he's more of an AEW guy. I'm not saying he should stay put, but he'll always be an AEW guy, and especially with Kenny Omega, because they probably put on one of the best matches like long ago for AEW. Of course, Kenny Omega, we know about Kenny Omega. You know, he's like jumping all over the place as Impact World Champion and AEW World Champion. As long as AEW still has Kenny Omega, they're still kind of like relevant, because they're like, we have one of the best wrestlers in the world. Calm down, lads. And of course, Adam Hangman Page, he's definitely one of these wrestlers that if he's in the mid-card, tag team, or even in the World Championship picture, he'll make it work. So to me, yeah, I definitely think these two wrestlers are best for AEW, definitely.
Yeah. Phil, what's your take on the female division?
It's hard. It's getting better. Like, Britain's best for business.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree. Do you, like, if someone said to you in a question, look, Phil, female wrestlers, where's the best female wrestlers at and being used the best? Would you say Impact, AEW, or WWE?
Deanna's probably being used the best.
Yeah, she's got a bit of freelance, like, yeah.
But I think that because their relationship, they need to book a Britt and Deanna match.
Yeah. And what happens, like, if they book it, like, is it title versus title, or is it more just, a match?
The match.
Yeah.
Just a match.
Yeah. Just to see who was bragging rights, I suppose, is the main thing.
Yeah, and how does that go for you, Elizabeth? If Britt versus, tug on Deanna, like, how could you see it pan out? Like, it's probably going to happen, all right, to be fair.
I think they'd get a good 2 or 3 match stint out of it, but I don't want to pull the balls out of it either, because it would take away from the magic that it could be. I think it could be pretty cool for a crossover match, but not drag the whole out of a Kenny Omega crossover shit. I think that would just do more damage than good. To follow up Phil's point as well about the women's division, I have so many opinions about women's division, obviously because I'm female, so we fight for our sex, but AEW's women's division, there was no need for Vicky Guerrero and Reba, not Rebel, to be in the ring at all. And look what happened. She's a dislocated kneecap. That's ridiculous. There's no reason. They have pucks of talent on that card. And I just feel like there was absolutely no reason for it. You know what I mean? And even fucking Nyla hasn't wrestled in a while either. And it showed, firstly. Secondly, is Britt Baker now heel or face? Because now I'm confused. Because she is born heel, blood through and through, yet we have a match against Vicky Guerrero. Do you know what I mean? And in her tag team, and I don't get it. I don't know who was heel and who was face. When I feel like that, it's because I don't care who's heel or face, because I know this is going to be fucking magic in the ring. This wasn't magic in the ring, so I need to know who's the clear heel and who's the clear face. Don't put Britt on the fence with splinters in her arse, doesn't know what side we're going to put her. She needs to be heel until she is so heel that they have to turn her face. That's what they need to do. It's just not clear, which is such a shame. And where's Jade Cargill? I don't understand. She is money. Why in the name of Christ? I hope that she's been built up for a huge feud with somebody, because that woman is just money and she needs practice. We need to see her more. Rant over.
Is she not on Dark in this matches though?
I feel she should be on Dynamite. Do you know what I mean? I really think she should be. She is it. And I think she needs to be out with the main players. She needs airtime. She has everything. And if she's that bitch, where is that bitch? Do you know what I mean? I shouldn't have to go look for her. She should be a presence on my screen every Wednesday, Friday, or Saturday, whatever night they want to put it on. I should be looking at her as another credible person who can cut a decent promo, looks the part, up against the likes of Britt Baker, up against the likes of Thunder Rosa when she does an appearance, or Selena Deeb. We need someone else who is a staple on AEW, not people who turn up now and then.
Yeah, no, I agree. You know,
Speaking of Dark there, right? Dark last week had over 30 matches between the two Dark shows.
I love Dark. I think, like, even for the indie stars, it's incredible. They really are good for the females.
I thought Dan Barry was on it, wasn't he?
Yeah, we had Kia Dream. Kia Dream was on it. She was a girl that featured with us. But yeah, they really do give opportunities. Like, if I was a wrestling fan, I'd love to be at the Dark show. Obviously, Dynamite's a bonus, you know what I mean? But the Dark show is really good. Like, that's where you're going to have all them great matches.
And then the Rampage started as well. I'm wondering, are they trying to build up to a network eventually?
Ah, yeah, of course. That's the way forward for everyone. Even WrestleSlam is trying to build towards a network. You know what I mean? But it's, yeah, definitely. It just takes time. Speaking of Impact, Tenelle Dashwood, she's still obviously active. I personally reckon she's on the brink of something big again. Slammiversey is around the corner, Phil.
Yeah.
Obviously, we had a great episode July 1st. Obviously, Rachel, she did defeat her. Jazz is still kind of in the scene, which is interesting because we know Jazz kind of retired, but she's still kind of there. Are we about to see Jazz perhaps turn on Rachel? Do you reckon that's going to happen?
Rachel, yeah. She'll manage Jordan, I think.
Yeah. What's your take on Impact?
Which steal the show, actually. If that'll be at Slammiversey, won't it, that match?
It will be, yeah. That's what it looks like anyway, yeah.
That could steal the show because it was on Impact a few weeks ago. It was outstanding.
Yeah, no, it was incredible. Like, what I'm seeing on Impact a lot lately, Phil, is there's a lot of tag matches. It's you get the odd single match, but there seems to be a lot of there's a lot of tag matches. To be fair,
Yeah, what's that?
All the brands are doing that, like AEW. They're all having tag matches until the fans come back properly, like till they go on the road. Like
they really are trying to push that guy Steve Macklin. They're really trying to push him. Like, he's getting the odd single match here and there. So it looks to me as though he's the guy that's going to be the face of the company in about 12 months. That's what it looks like, right? He's got everything. Looks good. He's good all around. Like, you know what I mean? But I don't really like this. You know what I mean? This tag stuff. Like, you even have, like, you know what I mean? Rich Swann tag matches. Like, don't like it at all. Do you like it, Phil?
I don't like too many of them, no. And even the main event was a 6-man again, so.
Yeah, and TNA were always notorious for that. I always remember going to a house show in Dublin and you see Kurt Angle, Samoa Joe, and Scott Steiner versus Booker T versus the Dudley Boys or whatever. Like, you know what I mean? They were always kind of known for their 6-man tag matches. Like, I just prefer a singles match. Now, leave the tag teams do their tag team stuff, but do you know what I mean? I think July 1st Impact, obviously, look, we're building towards Slammiversey, but look, ratings are still good. Everything looks positive moving forward, doesn't it?
It does, yeah.
Yeah.
Matt? I don't know why Moose is fighting for Sabin. I know Moose should be in a bigger match. I don't know. I'm just lost with Moose because Moose actually signed a new contract, so I don't know where they're going with him.
Yeah, you just don't know. Like, Sabin, you did say Chris Sabin, didn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, like, I've always rated Chris, like, you know what I mean? Obviously, he's one of the big...
Oh, yeah, I know, yeah, but it's a big show. Moose should be fighting in a big profile match.
Yeah. Maybe, because I know Sammy Callahan is after kind of coming into the scene now, and obviously, look, we know what's going to happen, obviously, come Slammiversey, but, yeah, they've kind of dropped the ball, like, you know what I mean? I know Moose is there, and, Sabin, and even Tommy Dreamer's floating about, like, but it's just, I don't know, they're really playing it safe. I reckon there's going to be something big at Slammiversey. I don't know, is it Daniel Bryan? I don't know what it is, but I reckon there's going to be something massive. Obviously, titles are going to change, but something big's going to happen. And it might very well be Daniel Bryan, lads, and people will be shocked.
Well, Kenny retains, some will come out, all right?
Yeah, something big.
I just hope that's not Okada because I don't want to see that match ever again.
Yeah.
No need. No fucking need, like, Jesus Christ. If we're going to rehash shit, then don't bother building the whole thing up and then for it to end on such a huge disappointment.
Yeah.
Bring in somebody. And bring in the Iconics.
Yeah, there's apparently issues with them because they're struggling to get a visa.
That's right, yeah.
They'll be approved, though. I think, look, there's always someone in the company that can pull strings. We know Vince is very good at pulling the strings. But yeah, they belong in Impact. I always want them to go back to, like, obviously, look, I really do miss them on Raw and SmackDown. But look, the Iconics are definitely inbound Impact, in my opinion. And I would not be surprised in a million years if Daniel Bryan shows up. It'd be interesting. Yeah.
Personally, I'll be surprised. I'm going to be honest.
Yeah, I know you're a massive Bryan fan. You think he'll ever go to Impact, Matt? Like, he likes to wrestle, so I don't think he's worried about the money. I don't think he's worried about the fame. I just think Daniel likes to wrestle, like, and I suppose he's grateful to be back. He's had a good run since he came back. But you think he won't? Like, you think it'd be more Japan or All Elite if he does come back?
I mean, once upon a time, lads, back when he was when he came back to WWE, and there was a time where WWE was kind of treating him poorly. He was going after the US title before he won Money in the Bank. We think at the time, if wrestling was big now with other companies, we would probably have this discussion saying, "Oh, Daniel Bryan should go to AEW, back to Japan, being the American Dragon, being Bryan Danielson again." But because he's so deep with WWE, I feel like before he left, he was actually up there with Vince, discussing ideas and everything, and how matches works. He became a WWE guy. I always thought of him actually at this point coming back to WWE as either competing or even work backstage even. Like, he already proved that. So if we see him at Slammiversey, coming back as the American Dragon, to be honest, it'd be class. It'd be great to see him go back to his old ways, but I'll personally be surprised because I just saw him at this point now in his career as a WWE fella. I know we hear this so many times, like, "Oh, Daniel Bryan should stay with WWE," but I'm not trying to say that. But if he does show up to Slammiversey, okay. I'm still surprised. If not, okay. That's also it. So I would be surprised either way.
I reckon he's going to have 4 matches a year kind of a deal.
Yeah.
And one of those will be at Wrestle Kingdom next year.
Yeah, no, I'm all for Wrestle Kingdom. All right, look, that's going to obviously big props for that. You know what I mean? Yeah, but interesting. We're going to switch to an organisation that we normally bring up the shows with, WWE.
Never heard of that show.
Yeah. Selena Vega is back, and she's lost a match already.
What the fuck?
Yes.
What the actual fuck happened?
No.
What?
Calm down.
All right, Nora.
No. Let's let Liz sort this. Lizzie, tell us, what is on your mind today on WrestleSlam? Tell us, what is your take on Selena Vega?
Jerry's spinal cord. But do you know what it's like now? Honestly, do you know what really grinds my gears, right? There's so many different ways to attack this, so I'm just going fucking straight in, right? She was back and cuts a ridiculous promo. She cut a ridiculous promo, like Zelina Vega only can, right? And then lost a match within 3 minutes on her debut back. Yeah. What's that about? I swear to God, everyone's like, it's so great to see her, and it really was. But if they're bringing her back for her wrestling ability, nothing against her wrestling ability, but she is known as a mouthpiece, charisma, the attitude, presence, and how to build somebody up that she is teamed with. So if they're bringing her back for her wrestling ability and her wrestling presence, I hate to say it, but money talks, and they are going to make the ultimate, absolute fucking example of her. I will eat my words if she comes out of Money in the Bank with the briefcase, but I'm sorry, there'd be a huge fucking backlash. There already is, because she's deleted her tweets about supporting unionization, okay, which is going to cause a backlash. Secondly, the likes of the people who are going to be in that match, who have maybe more of a presence, more of a wrestling ability, have been there longer, will be super pissed if she walks out with it, i.e. Liv fucking Morgan, who we all know should be winning it, which we hope she is, and they don't pull an alley and fucking, female Brock comes out. But, like, why? Why in the name of fucking Jesus did that happen? That's ridiculous. I was like, wait, what? Everybody who watched that was. So we all know what's going to happen. They're going to make the ultimate example of her. And I'd be very surprised if she's going to have to work out her contract, I believe. And I can imagine the conversations that are going on at home.
I would love to know who the female Brock would be.
I was imagining Brock with long hair and lipstick.
And I know he's got a daughter that's supposed to be an extremely good wrestler. But yeah, female Brock, that'd be fucking awesome.
Money in the Bank.
Imagine F5 and Liv Morgan off the fucking ladder.
I'm worried that they're going to do an alley on it, and we're all going to root for Liv. and then someone's going to come in and just like take it away from her, and then that's the end of Liv. You know, there is no more push. You know,
no, never, as you said.
It will be Brock. Maybe Brock. Maybe Brock with passion.
Oh my God!
I'm sorry, but
Boom.
you just mentioned Brock Lesnar in a wig. I feel like Thor in Thor Ragnarok. I'm like, it's in my mind now. It's in my mind. So that's what I feel like right now.
We'll all be watching Money in the Bank. All he has Brock's music kicking in. Boom.
I reckon it'll be Mickey Cash.
Santino pulled it off. Why can't Brock?
Yeah, Brock needs to come out to Naomi's music and go, bring it to the flow, and come flying down the ramp on his knees. I would fucking pay for that. Hilarious. I really would.
Brock wins it, and the commentator gets in the ring. We have a new winner. What's your name? Megan. And that'll be it. See Brock Lesnar come back.
Interesting. Look, I wasn't going to bring it up, but obviously I think of female wrestlers and stuff. Look, Liv Morgan is one of them people that deserves everything. And I think her cashing in on Money in the Bank at SummerSlam or even at WrestleMania would be the ultimate motherfucking pop. That would be yes, you know what I mean? Because she's got a really good trend. She looks amazing. She's got a great fan base. But Alicia Fox, I always like, you know, I seen Elizabeth's face. Remember Alicia Fox?
Yeah. She saw her birthday recently.
Yeah, she's still rostered, right? There's a little rumor that she's going to come back. Phil, has Alicia Fox got it in her to have really, really big run? Now, I'm going to...
You want me to be really harsh? I'm just going to say no.
Fox Lesnar.
Fox Lesnar, yeah. Yeah, there you go.
Can Alicia Fox? So her name is trending there. Yeah. No, there's no way Alicia Fox can come back and get a decent run.
I think stay retired.
She's quite young, like.
I know, yeah, but like, if you watch
she's an absolute, as you know, she's an absolute sweetheart.
She's all over Bosnia, all over the place.
At Access in America, the guy took a picture. The guy took a picture of Phil and Alicia Fox, right? And the picture never came out. So I happened to say it. It was Alicia. The picture never came out. And she's like, who was the picture with? I was like, it's Phil. She stood up, right? She came all the way around to Phil. And then we took another picture, and that didn't come out. But yeah, Alicia Fox to come out.
What sort of camera were you using? A fucking...
It was the phone.
It was the guy taking the picture, I think, wasn't it?
There was the guy taking it, yeah.
Yeah, and then she came out with the guy then.
Yeah.
But yeah. Alicia Fox, where are you? Let us know. We want you back in a wrestling capacity.
Well, but like, I honestly think Nikki Ash is going to win the Money in the Ring.
Nikki Cross.
Nikki Ash. No, not Nikki Cross. She's gone. Nikki Ash.
Oh, yeah.
I think Alicia Fox has gone back to her old career in wedding planning. Remember that? Remember?
Wedding planning,
yeah.
I
hope not. I hope we're past all of that fucking shenanigans, as they call them.
Yeah. No, as you say, look, I had to bring up a name. It was trending. What was trending as well, lads? Fight Forever. Sami Zayn, Kevin Owens. It looks like they're gonna be wrestling for the next 4 or 5 years.
I can't watch their matches. I can't watch their matches anymore.
But they are good matches, Phil. I'm gonna have to say.
Oh yeah, I know. Yeah, but I've been watching their matches since 2008, and it's the same thing. Like, there's no.
But what they should do is they should end it at SummerSlam. Imagine the two of them in the ring facing off, and you know the way they both go boom boom. The crowd will go mental. That's when they should finish the feud.
Yeah.
So SummerSlam, and then a big hug afterwards. A big massive hug afterwards.
Me and my brother are talking about Kevin Owens, and he needs to just go away and get a new character. He's just so dull and hard to watch.
He needs to be a heel.
Yeah.
I can't put it as a heel, but Kevin Owens is a fucking heel. Like.
He's great too. I think Kevin Owens is possibly one of the best wrestlers on the roster. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
he's fab. He has everything. You know, promos, attitude, the whole lot. He's got it all. He speaks so well. Who did they trust when WrestleMania went nearly down the shitter? With the rain. You know, Kevin Owens is the one they pulled out for a promo.
Yeah.
Speaks volumes.
So
also just before thing, we have Bayley and Bianca again.
Yeah. I quit match apparently. Yeah, good match. I think Bianca's going to drop the belt, guys, and I love Bianca, but she's young. I think she's going to have a couple of championships in her, but I think they've really worked well with Bailey. She's really had this laugh, and they've done a lot with her. I think Bailey's coming away with the title, guys. I really do.
No one's going to win out of that. No one's going to be positive out of that.
Bailey's going to Raw, and Sasha's going to come back and face Bianca.
Remember you said earlier that someone might come in the Money in the Bank. Becky's your best bet.
I think they'll do something to Becky.
Becky Lesnar.
Yeah.
Becky Lesnar. Becky Rollins.
The Beast in Ireland.
Yeah. They did get married, didn't they? We didn't see.
Oh, yeah.
WWE wished them well, so
cute.
Becky and Seth Rollins, huh? Seth's he's gonna move to Bray, County Wicklow in about 10-15 years and reside in Bray, Wicklow.
Oh, definitely.
I love it. Lunch with Seth Rollins on a Sunday morning in a couple of years' time. I love it. Edge is obviously doing his thing, guys. Look, Edge is on a rampage. He taught one of the users a bit of a lesson.
The promo was really good on SmackDown.
Yeah, no, it was tasty. Otis, guys, I really like what they're doing. He's a mean motherfucker now. Like his interview. Remember his interview on
the Bob. Yeah.
Oh yeah. The way he talked, I think he's onto something big, guys. I think he's a powerhouse. He could be the new Vader. That's what people are saying. I don't think.
The issue I have with that is like Bronson Reed now and him are the exact same.
Yeah.
Keep them apart.
Yeah.
Keep them apart. Build to something magic.
Don't put them in a fucking tag team, WWE. Don't fucking have them.
Oh, Christ.
Bronson Reed underneath the table in the Alpha Academy and Otis was like, please don't do that.
Oh, that would be horrible. NXT UK, guys. Jordan Devlin on the win, as usual. Aoife Valkyrie returned, which is great news. Welcome back, Aoife. Her record's incredible when it comes to NXT UK. Only that one loss. I reckon by the end of the year, Aoife's going to be champ. I really do. NXT UK champion.
Still hasn't had a title match, right?
Yeah. And I think it would have happened at TakeOver in Dublin if that did happen.
Yeah.
I thought Aoife coming back and getting revenge on Miko might have been a better way to go.
Yeah. She's just playing it safe. Like, she's never put a foot wrong in NXT UK. She's been incredible. Promos are good.
Also, you have Walter versus Ela Dragunov, and the thing with that match is they have to have a crowd. They have to have a crowd.
Yeah.
Oh, they do. Oh my god! And I would watch it 10 times. It's just what a bunch of fucking loons. I love them. They're just fabulous.
And
he wins. Surely he wins.
Yeah.
What happens to Walter if he loses the belt, though? Where does he go?
They want him to move to NXT, I'd say.
He doesn't want to go, though. He's not. No intention to go and live in America. Like.
Money talks.
Where does he go? If he's not NXT UK champion, what did you do with him in NXT UK? Like?
I honestly don't know what they'll do with Walter, to be honest. As well, I agree.
OTT. He belongs in OTT. Yeah, no. It said it would.
Like Dragunov is the most believable. I've never seen a wrestler sell like him in a long time.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Yeah. 100% feel he's out of this world.
Yeah. He's Russian, Paul Ziggler.
Yeah. He was actually at OTT for the same wasn't he?
Yeah, he was.
The match before, wasn't it?
Patrick Day one that we were at.
Who did he wrestle again?
Was it Zach Gibson or not Zach Gibson? Yeah, it might have been.
Yeah. Interesting. NXT America. People don't say NXT anymore. It's NXT America. Yet again, some interesting matches. It just seems as though they've lost the ball a small bit, though.
Yeah, like this new thing that they're trying, I don't like, where there's no entrances.
Yeah.
They're just in the ring when it comes back from breaks or whatever.
Yeah, and when you said entrance, I can't stop thinking of Karrion Kross coming out on main event.
Oh, yeah.
And I don't need to see him on my TV every week. He's the champ. He doesn't have to be there every week. He doesn't need to open every show. He doesn't have to be in every Samoa Joe confrontation. He doesn't have to be in William Regal's. We don't need to see him all the time. He's our champ. We should be graced by his presence when he feels like it. We should have vignettes from him. We should have, satellite from somewhere else from him. He doesn't need to be there all the time because it's taken away from his presence a little bit. Compare Karrion Kross, he came out dressed as, poor man's Russell Crowe on main event versus, sorry, but it's true, the fucking skirt has to go. I know it's a gladiator.
Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained?
I know it's not a gladiator. I know it's not a fucking skirt, all right? And it's a gladiator thing, right? I don't give a shit. It's a fucking leather skirt, okay? Put him against poor man's Russell Crowe.
Brock Lesnar in a leather skirt.
Yeah, right? Right? So, put like fucking poor man's Russell Crowe against the beast who came out the other night in this fucking ripped fucking t-shirt job and putting Johnny Gargano out on the side outside the car and ran over him with a car. Whatever, like he probably should have almost ran over him with a car. Like, compare the two of them. Are they the same fucking person? Do you know, stop confusing me. Give me my champ as a fucking champ and mind this piss acting about with the skirt.
Yes.
Done.
Yes. Oh, I love it. What a way.
I'm very bad this week. I'm just super bad this week. I'm really sorry.
Anybody wants to wear a skirt out there, wear a skirt. Be yourself.
Be yourself.
Don't you turn the
Steady.
Did you see Tony Storm had a match on last night?
Was that?
Who?
Tony Storm had a match last night.
Yeah. No, that was good. Go Tony time.
Who's the battery?
I'm going to say the Welsh one, Tegan Knox.
You think?
Yeah, I'm going to say Brock Lesnar.
Yeah, we agree. Brock Lesnar. Robble.
Alicia Lesnar.
It wouldn't surprise me if it's Carter Bartoli as well.
Yeah. That's awesome show as always. Awesome show as always. We have a minute left. Yet again, guys, do reach out via WhatsApp. 353-861056297. Email us, WrestleSlam@outlook.com. If you want to feature on the show, just get on to us on Twitter, SlamWrestle, aka WrestleSlam. Joe operates the Twitter page as always.
I can shout out to Ocho Duro Parley, our podcasts, who are our 600th follower on Twitter this week. So if you want to be the 700th follower, go follow it, and we'll give you a shout out next week.
Go ODPH! Woo!
Epic.
Brock Lesnar.
It's an honor as always. We're dedicating the show to Brock Lesnar. Brought to you by Brock Lesnar. Guys, honor as always. We've had a really good show today, which is great, given there's not much happening in the wrestling world. Well done. We pulled it off. We'll see everyone next week. Until then, enjoy. Thank you for supporting WrestleSlam, and bye from all of us.
Yep. Cheers.
Bye.
Guys.